it's Matt from REDLINE, and I'm sitting in one of the probably the best looking GT3s around Sydney. And David here's let me use his car for half a day, and he's got a very interesting story about it.
Story. It's one of those things in life that about 6 months ago I was crossing a pedestrian crossing in Brookvale and a walk sign, and some guy in a four-wheel drive ran a really late red light, and as I was walking across the pedestrian crossing, he just missed me by about half a metre, and I thought to myself, gee, that was close. It's good to be alive, and I really should go out and buy the car of my dreams now that I've been inspired to have my life. So
we'll just put the window down for a fraction here, and you can hear the exhaust. Listen to this. Yeah, so back to the story.
Anyway, so I decided that afternoon to go out and buy the car of my dreams. I've always been a Porsche nut. 10 days later, I bought this most magnificent 2007 Arctic Silver 997.1 GT3, and it's in beautiful condition. It's also a car that's appreciating in value. The reason why the 997 GT3s is a couple of really important details. First of all, they've got the very famous Mesker engine, one of the masterpiece engines on the planet. More race cars with a Mesker engine have been made than any other type of race car in the world. So the engine really is phenomenal. It won Le Mans in 1998 for Porsche, and it really has become one of the almost almighty engines. Another reason why this car is appreciating in value is it's the last of the manual. These days the current GT3 has a PDK gearbox, which works really well on a track. It has better emissions, uses less fuel, but at the end of the day, for a road car, who wants a gearbox that's going to change gear in 1/100th of a second? People want to have the pleasure of being in control, and the Porsche gearboxes are really spectacular. The other reason why the GT3 is appreciating in value of this model is it's the last of the GT3s to have hydraulic steering. Porsche have now developed electric steering for the GT3s, once again to help with emissions and fuel economy, but the electric systems just don't have the feel that the good old hydraulic system has. So those three factors are actually pushing the value of the GT3 997 up, and I feel very privileged to be in a position where I own one of the last of what we call the analog GT3s, and I've got a very special number plate on this car as well, which dates to that fact. Well, once I purchased the car, I had the car pre-purchase inspection by a mechanic shop in Artarmon called City Performance Centre, one of Australia's leading workshops. And the owner of this company said to me, Dave, look, there's an opportunity for you to buy a very exclusive exhaust system made by a company called Akrapovic from East European, and it's going to be the last one in the world. They actually have decided to kill the jig, so that means that they would no longer make the exhaust for a GT3 997. So I was in a position where I was offered the exhaust system, and I said absolutely. So I now have the Akrapovic Raceline exhaust, full titanium of course. Stock exhaust is 40 kilograms. The titanium exhaust is 14.5 kilograms. A huge weight saving, and of course it's over the rear of the car where weight reduction is really critical. And of course the sound is just phenomenal, as we heard back in the tunnel there. We'll be doing some more tunnel work, which is quite an experience. It's not for the faint-hearted. It really makes the car special. It makes it amazing. On Eastern Creek, I've had many people come up to me making comments about how good it sounds. As a matter of fact, it sounds as good as the racing GT3s. And coincidentally, they actually use the very same system. So I feel very privileged to have the Akrapovic exhaust system on board, the last one ever made for a 997 GT3. CPC in Artarmon said, look, do you want some wheels? And I said, look, I'm running out of cash. I've just spent a lot of money with you, so there's an opportunity to get the most amazing set of wheels on the planet by a company called HRE, and CPC are the distributors. Oh, a little tunnel. So the wheels arrived. Basically, I was offered to get these wheels by a company called HRE, which are certainly the best wheels in my view. I was always a fan of BBS wheels, but HRE are another level again. I was offered these very exclusive wheels. So they take their really good 20-inch wheel and they make a version called the lightweight. So the model of the wheel is called HRE. It's a P101, and it's the lightweight version. So I decided that I'd actually fly to California, to San Diego, a suburb called Vista, to actually go and see my wheels being made. So around about 4 months ago, I jumped on a plane, flew to California, got to see my wheels being made, had a wonderful factory tour, and you know, the rest is history. They're now in the car. Once again, most incredible weight saving. The rear wheel, which is a big wheel, it's 20 inches by 12 inches wide, is 7.8 kilograms. If you didn't have the rubber on it, it'd just float away. And that means, you know, it's unsprung weight, it's really important. Also, it looks fabulous. And you know, a very exclusive item. When I purchased my set, there were 4 sets in the world. I think there might be up to around about 10 to 15 sets on the planet now. And, you know, a lot of people with McLaren P1s always put HRE wheels on because they certainly are, you know, the most spectacular. Very strong, very light, and stunning to look at.